Welcome back everyone, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Well, everyone, it's another windy day out on the farm, and this is the first shot of the day. This shot occurs at 45 yards. Here is that shot in the scope cam. I hold slightly to the left because I have the wind blowing from the left to my right, and this takes the pellet right into the crop and drops him like a sack of potatoes, and he's done. This shot occurs at 50 yards. I don't have to do much of a hold to the left this time because the wind is at an angle in my back, so it takes the pellet straight into this guy and knocks him over, taking him out instantly. This shot occurs at 40 yards. This guy stumbles around a bit, but he eventually succumbs to his wounds and falls over. Not much of effect on the pellet from the wind this time. And he's done. And here is that shot in the scope cam. The pellet strikes this guy right in the heart-lung area. Like I say, stumbles around a bit, but falls over. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. This shot occurs at 46 yards. I give a little hold to the left, but it wasn't quite enough. But this guy flies off, and boom, he drops right there. Let's see that shot in the scope cam. The wind is blowing me around, and I'm trying to hold slightly to the left. But as I'm being moved, the pellet also gets blown off target. It strikes a little bit to the rear of the pigeon, but it does bring him down, and I relocate to take another shot. And here is that follow-up shot, 40 yards. And this shot does the trick. He's done. Here we are in the scope cam. I hold just a tad bit low because the wind is carrying the pellet, and it strikes right in the heart-lung area, and he's done. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the wind is blowing at about 15 miles an hour, maybe a little bit more. This guy is at 45 yards, and I get it right this time, and I drop him instantly. And here is that shot in the scope cam. On this shot, I did not have a huge gust of wind, so it didn't move the pellet as much, but it's a really good shot and drops this guy. Nice. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. As I'm moving about, I spot a pigeon under the water trough, hiding. They have been doing that quite a bit lately. But I spot this guy, he's at 40 yards, and I take him out with a clean shot to the side of the neck, right below the head area. Here is that shot in the scope cam. Although the wind's blowing pretty hard, it did not affect the pellet as much. But it strikes him right in the side of the face, or just below the face, I should say. He dances around a bit, and he's done. Here is that shot in slow motion. In this shot, you can clearly see the pellet as it travels to and strikes its target. Nice. He's done. I apologize for the dark view, but I'm shooting into the shade, and the camera did not pick it up. However, this shot occurs at 30 yards. I go prone in this shot, and the pigeon never saw me there. I choose a target, and I eliminate it. Done. Here is that shot in the scope cam. As you can see, they're a little unsure and nervous, but it's too late. He's done. And this takes us to the last shot of the day. 50 yards. And he's done. There's a slight hold to the left, and it travels in and strikes this guy right in the heart-lung area and takes him out. Here is that shot in the scope cam. Strikes him right in the crop as the wind pushes the pellet slightly to the right, but it's a good hold, taking this guy out. Done. Here is that shot in slow motion. There's the shot. You see I freeze the pellet right in the crop, and he's done. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.